Hey there, this is Adam Jones. I've still got Paul. I couldn't let him go back into the office without talking about some of these UMS boats. As you can see, I've been stood on the stand getting quite excited, to be honest, about the way that people are interacting with these boats. You've obviously been around these boats a long time. You've got an eye for it. UMS is a quality brand, and I think a lot of people are starting to take notice.
I was so excited. It's a great brand. I don't know if I told you, but we bought some UMS boats about a week before the show last year.
Yeah.
They literally got delivered here on the lorry, got craned onto the stand. I think the engines might have just been half bolted on at the last minute.
Yeah.
And so we just had what the factory had kicking around. So I'm so proud this year to be able to actually bring another great Ukrainian brand to the show.
Yeah.
I feel that we found like the the brig of the aluminium boat world with UMS. I
Totally agree.
The quality stands out. You don't even really need to mention it to people when they come to look at the boats. We've done quite well this week with what we've sold. We're very, very pleased with that.
Yeah.
And we found a super brand.
I couldn't agree more. And I think one thing that's kind of struck with me is that the people that I thought were going to come and get excited about this boat, which are the fishermen and the adventurers, they are still getting excited about them and they're coming over, and I knew they would like them. But there's people that just want a hard Defender-esque product to go on the water, and it's amazing. It's amazing to see with older couples, couples that don't, people that don't fish, people that just want to get out on the water. And the one thing that I think is really interesting about aluminium boats is they're so versatile. So things like putting a table on the front of this 700 HT, for example, something I hadn't even thought about. That's a really easy retrofit, and people are starting to think about doing that to the boat, which is cool.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're. And all these we've got on the stand have actually had the Raptor paint, so we thought about how we want them to look. So all the cockpits are Raptor painted, so the black top on this one is Raptor paint, and then we've got vinyl wraps on the side of the hulls. So they look absolutely.
They do look.
They look quite striking.
The nines, and I think a couple of the aluminium finishings are still there. So the checker plate, for example, on that boat is still there, and I think that's really nice. Keeps that more kind of rugged feel, doesn't it? But one of the things that you kind of see with the welding on these aluminium boats is the quality of the weld. It's very, very obvious because they leave it so that you can see it, and I think that's a really clever move from UMS, because when you do look at other aluminium boats, it's very obvious that the welding's not quality. So fully welded in terms of the handrails, all of the cleats, and we've got 4mm aluminium right the way through the boat. So the hull is 4mm top and bottom. Sometimes that's not the case as well. So it's really worth looking at these boats. What's your favourite boat of the show?
I think on these, I particularly like the 655cc down
Let's go have a look.
There.
Come have a look.
I think this is a great looking boat. I love this boat.
It's a real driver's boat, I think, this.
I mean, you've got the functionality of having a centre console, so you've got to walk around both sides. So if you're fishing and stuff, you've got loads of room.
Yeah.
You've got a nice tower to wakeboard off and to ski off.
Yeah.
But look at that console. Look at the protection you're going to get.
Yeah.
For UK waters with that console.
Yeah.
I think it's
incredible with the T-top, which is obviously removable as well. So, you don't have to have that T-top on the whole time. Reinforced glass, a lovely driving position. You're tucked up nice and close together. Two people on this boat going out. I mean, this is a really cool boat.
Yeah, it's great. And of course, everything's welded, like you've said. So if you're mass producing aluminium boats, you're going to be thinner aluminium.
Yeah.
You're going to have aluminium rivets everywhere.
Yeah.
These type of handles and rails are going to be bolted, whereas this is a truly handcrafted boat. These guys are experts in their field as to how they manufacture the boat, and so the quality kind of speaks for itself.
It does, and there's things that you don't realise about the quality as well. I think over the course of the show, from speaking to the guys from Finland, for example, the way that UMS design the hulls, they're 20 degrees in terms of the angle at the back of the hull, moving forward to 25 with the, quite aggressive chines that we have underneath the boats. A lot of aluminium boats are 25 degrees right the way through the hull, and that means that it becomes a little bit more tippy, and some of them don't even have chines. So these boats are very stable when you're not driving. You've got loads of stability, and that comes from that thought process of having 20 degrees at the back, but when you're underway and you need to slice through the waves, you've still got your nice deep V 25 degrees at the front. It's that sort of thought process that I think makes these UMS boats so exciting. And that 700 HT, it's been amazing to see people get excited about it.
Well, we've been overwhelmed really with the reception that's had. We've not had on the water, we've got the 800 on the water, and of course people come and look at this and then they go for a ride on the 800 and then they're even more blown away with the 800 with the 300 duo prop. So
the lines on that 700, the way the console's put together, it's stunning. And I think, you know, it's, again, the thought process that I've had around them's changed over the show. The fact that you could put a roof rack on the top of it, paddle boards, it's a true adventure boat, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's packed with extras on this boat. You know, there's obviously bow thruster, there's trim tabs, there's probably heaters in it, there's a loo in it, there's cookers in it, there's sinks in it, there's GPSs, VHFs.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's quite light for the type of boat that it is, so it is actually towable and can get you out and about having some fun. So that's the UMS boats that we've got here at the show. We've got a 585 DC, 655 CC, 485 CC, so it's worth mentioning that the UMS boats go down into the much smaller range as well, but you maintain that quality of weld, that quality of finish, and it's really wonderful to see. So if you're in the market for a small boat, come and talk to us about UMS. If you're in the market for something very big and very adventurous, come and talk to us about UMS.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see you over the next few days at Southampton Boat Show. Cheers, guys.
Take care.